Hello everyone, it's time for another witch craft. I bought a backpack many months ago that apparently comes from Animal Kingdom, and it is Avatar themed, and I mean blue people Avatar themed, and I thought it was just perfect for a witchcraft because the silhouette of this backpack is very much like the witch wings. So, for example, these, well, squeaky, but they fold open and kind of stay in place, which is amazing. But watch this. Ta-da! So I'm going to paint the wings of this backpack to look like to look like the guardian wings. So it's supposed to be the creature that they fly around on in that movie. I'm not quite a big fan of it, so I don't know the name, sorry. But it has this little tail piece that the way it's been sitting has kind of just been curling up anyway, so I'm kind of hoping it stays that way. I am going to paint this part dark purple, so it's sort of like a guardian shirt, because I prefer Will's. It's going to be closer to how Disney bounding is. I don't know how people walk around cons with wings, but this is the closest I'm ever going to get to that. And even then, I feel like I'm going to be bumping into people with this. But the good thing is they can just fold down, and I can wear them a little more subtly, which is great. And then it can carry all my fun con treasures. So this backpack, by the way, was, I feel, very overpriced. I bought it for $90. I'm pretty sure it's just because someone goes into the park for you, buys it, and then gives it to you. It's also really super rare, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the rarity of this backpack, but if you can get your hands on one, I recommend it, and follow along with this tutorial to make your very own. And if you can find the time, we would really appreciate if you could take a look at some of the Trojans videos. He puts a lot of love into them, and I'd really like for them to get a little more views. He's really doing a lot of Star Wars content right now, but he will branch off eventually into other subjects. Thanks, and on with the video. So I'm going to go over the colors here. I've got light green permanent, dioxazine purple, turquoise blue, Mars black, bright aqua green. I also got some color shift paint, as I originally tested them out to see how they would look, and in the end I decided not to. And my glitter paints are from Folk Art brand, 1186-7 Evergreen, and 4438-9 Lime Neon, and that's both from the Glitterific line. I also picked up a bunch of beads, and a lot of these are similar to other ones I've used in my witch crafts. You've got your glossy pinks, like the Heart of Kandrakar, purples and blues, and I also like my copper and rose gold elements. So that's why I got myself some of this wire, the same wire I used in my ornament video. I have a fan going to also dry the paint as I'm going. So the way that I painted this is I went ahead and first did a layer of black paint, and it covered pretty well. There wasn't a lot of the undercolors showing through, and I really only had to apply one coat of black. As I go along with this project, it was a little difficult to keep the wings from getting paint on each other when I didn't want them to, or any other surface. First, I do a mix of the blue and the aqua green. Then for the lower half, I do just the regular green. And after that, I wanted to blend the colors together because I wanted a seamless gradient. And the way that I did that was I mixed the two colors that I had used, and I just sort of painted that on the in-between part, and it blended seamlessly. Essentially, it's just a mix of the color I did for the top and the color I did for the bottom all together. So the mid-tone, as you saw on that plate, and it really helped. This will take a lot of experimenting, especially if you're not familiar with paint. And here is how all of that turned out. All right, so next I want to paint the black border. As you can see, I did the black undertone to sort of give me a head start on that. And I wasn't quite careful painting the greens on because I could just then again go over with a black border. Here are the wings with the black border. I think it came out really great. This is before I add glitter paint to it, and I really almost stopped here because it does look really good just like this. But I really wanted that shine. It's just, to me, typical of Witch merch to have some sort of glitter element. So I went ahead and used my 2 glitter paints. I essentially use the finer blue glitter paint at the top of the wing and then use the thicker piece of the light green, because it has thicker shiny pieces in it, towards the bottom of the wing and maybe a little bit towards the top as well. And there's that shine, looking good. All right, so once that dried, I was then going to have to paint that center purple, and I just slathered on the purple paint just like that by itself. And I will say it did come out much darker than I wanted it to. But first, let's take a look at the wing process. This was me painting the underside to show you how I did that. I just love that transition into the gradient. And these 2 are the ones that are bordered at that point. Now I'm going to show you some test wings I did. Some of them are using the color shift paint and also the glitter paint, the different combinations I thought I might be able to try to experiment with for these wings. Now let's reveal. I did actually have to do a couple layers of that purple paint. The under design of the backpack was showing through, but after a couple layers, it was actually a little too dark for my opinion, and it looked less purple and more black. I did add some white to the purple paint, which resulted in this. And I did, as you can see, originally have the Heart of Kandrakar sticker higher up on the backpack, but I don't quite like how it looked overall. So this is how the backpack ended up coming out. The paint is a little sticky still. I sprayed acrylic sealant on it, but that didn't seem to help much, so the wings do stick a little bit, and it does add that shine there. I don't know how well this is going to fare out in the sun yet. I'm going to wear it to a Renaissance fair, so we'll see how that goes, in addition to obviously wearing it to a con. But I think it came out really great, and sorry that the backpack itself actually costs more now because it's a rare item from Disney parks, but hopefully you can find yourself one and give this a try, or just find and make any backpack you want into these wings. These really just like leather flaps that they put on the wings, and they've just got a peg through that goes into the inside. You probably could make your own, but I just really wanted to share this project. I'm so happy to see how it came out. The stickers that I put on there I got from Redbubble, and I'll put the link to those pages down below. But there we go. Catch you next time.